Pride can be a celebration of truth.
Pride to me is about celebration, but especially a celebration of diversity.
To me, Pride can be about uniqueness and community.
Pride can be vulnerable.
For me, Pride can be connecting. I think it connects us not only to each other, but also to the past, recognising the generations of LGBTIQA+ people that have come before us and being able to connect with them through the archives and through the history of the work they did to get us to where we are today.
To me, Pride means the courage to be yourself, but it doesn't only relate to people who are part of the LGBTQIA+ community, it also relates to allies. I think a lot of people think that Pride is only related to those in the LGBTQIA+ community, but it definitely isn't. It relates to literally everyone, just to be yourself and be proud of those in your life.
Pride to me is freedom. Freedom to be the very thing that makes you, you. Freedom to openly talk about it if you want to, and freedom not to if you so choose. Freedom is also knowing that no matter what your choices are, there are expert communities around you. There are support networks, research, resources, visible signs, but most importantly, the people who understand, who support, and who will share that pride with you. And there's nothing more Murdoch to me than that.
Authentic allyship is about commitment to your own education and then the willingness to translate that education into bringing people along for the journey with you, having some difficult conversations and also facilitating change in a way that is listening to LGBTIQA+ people's voices and speaking with them but not over them.
And making sure that we collaborate and work together to bring all the voices to the table.
Other ways we can support the community are by calling out any homophobic, transphobic language and making sure that this space always feels safe for those in the LGBTQIA+ community. Another great way to show support is to include your pronouns in your introduction to someone. That way people know what pronouns to use when communicating to you, but it also makes the environment feel more inclusive, so others can also share their pronouns and feel safe in a conversation.
To make people feel safe, it really comes down to being willing to learn and correcting yourself, but taking it on board and actually practicing it. So then when you are in the company of people in the community, you'll instantly become a safer person for them to be around.
I think what makes people feel safe is visibility. And when I say that, I don't just mean flags or lanyards, but I also mean visibility of people and representation. I think I feel the safest when I see people like me and an environment thriving. And I also hope that in me being in an environment, I can provide that to other people and show them that there's a space for them here.
You know, there's leadership and visible leadership in the space. I think that sets the tone for everyone else to follow and to even develop their own way of leading from their own perspective.
Respect, that's the big one. Respecting other people's experiences and their truths, and then making sure that they can see themselves visibly in the locations that we manage and operate in.
I'm hoping that the future of Pride is just the everyday norm and for everyone just to be welcome to be themselves.
But we need to remember that we're here being visible so that we can help show others that they can be in these spaces as well.
My hope for the future of Pride is that we build on the groundswell of the people that have come before us, the people who have spent their careers or their lives working towards LGBTIQA+ inclusion and continuing that for future generations. I think we have a responsibility to create really high quality research that brings our community forward, and I think research is such an powerful tool for telling people's stories, sharing people's experiences and really facilitating change. In that way, I take that responsibility so seriously when I'm doing my research, and I know everyone at Murdoch who does lived experience research does the same thing, and I hope that we are a really big part of creating something really powerful with our research.
I think for the future of Pride, I'd like to continue to see more queer representation in the research that we're doing. When we have strength in diversity, our research is stronger.
Beautiful.
Hot, hot, hot. Love it, love it, love it.